This is the story of Sonia Mukherjee, the co-founder of Mukherjee Industries. Her life's highest purpose is to bring honor and prestige to the empire built from the blood and struggles of her father, Samrat Mukherjee. As a child, Sonia lost her mother in a car accident. That incident turned the heart of an 8-year-old girl into stone. That once gentle girl slowly became the rock-solid woman known today as Miss Sonia Mukherjee. Every day, Sonia follows a disciplined routine. After breakfast at exactly 10 a.m., she heads to the office. Today, she has a critical meeting. A deal is to be finalized with Chaudhary Industries. At 10 a.m. sharp, Sonia sits at the breakfast table as usual. But what is this? Where is the food? She shouts, "Sonia, Ramallah!" Ramallah, the housemaid, comes to her at once. "Ramallah, yes, madam, Sonia. What time is it now, Ramallah?" "Why, madam, just give me 2 minutes, Before she can finish, Sonia slaps Ramallah hard across the face. "Sonia, you know I can't stand delays. Don't you know that?" She grabs the glass from the table and throws it at Ramallah. The glass shatters on Ramallah's forehead, cutting her skin. Blood begins to drip from the wound. From the corner window, Mr. Samrat Mukherjee silently watches everything. Though he deeply believes in his foundation and daughter's mission, he feels troubled by this hard shell Sonia has built around her. That evening, Sonia returns home. Ramallah slowly walks away carrying the empty dessert bowl. Sonia, "Wait a minute." Ramallah stops in fear and stands still. Sonia turns around. Ramallah turns slowly, hesitantly. "Sonia, sit here on this chair." But Ramallah remains frozen near the window like a statue. "Sonia! Didn't you hear me? Are you an outsider? I don't like repeating myself." Sonia glares at her and forcefully pulls her by the hand, making her sit on the chair. "Sonia, why haven't you applied med?" She begins treating Ramallah's forehead with ointment and wraps a bandage over it. "Ramallah, it's just a small cut, madam." "Sonia, if infection had set in, I'd have to spend even more money. And then I'd be going to the office tomorrow, hungry and irritated again." "Mr. Mukherjee silently watches this from afar, unsure whether to feel relief or more worry. Sonia takes some important files from her bag and walks into her father's room. Mr. Samrat Mukherjee is sitting on a chair. She sits beside him. "Samrat, my daughter, I've grown old. Will you fulfill one last wish for me, Sonia? Tell me, Baba." "Samrat, please get married. As soon as possible." "Sonia, no papa. If I leave, who will take care of you? Samrat Ramallah is here to look after me." "Sonia, I don't want to get married right now." "Samrat! You're 30 already and still saying you don't want to get married." Sonia firmly, "I said no and I mean it. I will not marry." Frustrated, Sonia storms out of the room and drives away. She heads straight to a pub. She gets on the karaoke stage and starts screaming into the mic while singing. Tears roll down from her intoxicated eyes as she sings louder and louder. Later, she stumbles outside like a tangled Spider-Man, gets in her car and starts driving. But suddenly, her car swerves right in front of Mr. Chaudhary's vehicle. She slams the brakes and faints. Mr. Chaudhary steps out and rushes to her. "Chaudhary, Miss Mukherjee. Are you okay? Miss Mukherjee, can you hear me?" He pulls her out of the car, pours water on her face. She regains consciousness, but the alcohol still clouds her. Seeing her condition, Mr. Chaudhary lifts her into his car and takes her home. At the gate, the calling bell rings. Ramallah opens the door and gasps at Sonia's condition. She immediately calls out, "Ramallah, my lord. Please come quickly, madam." Is Samrat running in. "What happened?" Mr. Chaudhary seats Sonia on a chair and sprinkles water on her. She slowly comes to, but as soon as she opens her eyes, she vomits all over Mr. Chaudhary. Mr. Mukherjee panics seeing her like that. "Chaudhary, I'm really sorry, Mr. Mukherjee." "Chaudhary, uncle, may I speak with her for a moment? Alone." Samrat, "Sure, why not?" "Ramallah." He gestures to Ramallah, and they both leave the room. Mr. Chaudhary goes to freshen up, splashing cold water on his face to gather his thoughts before returning to Sonia, who sits on the couch with tears in her eyes. As he approaches her, he asks softly, "Are you okay?" And she looks up with drunken, teary eyes, responding, "Why are you here?" He replies gently, "I know. You still haven't forgotten the past." Flashback begins. Jitendra Chaudhary was not just anyone. He and Sonia studied at the same college. One day he proposed to her and they entered a relationship. But after college, Jitendra went to England to pursue an MBA. Slowly, they lost contact. Sonia lost her mother and her lover and became emotionally hardened. Seeing Jitendra again at the office that morning had triggered all the old wounds. And then hearing her father talk about marriage added fuel to the fire. Sonia angrily, "I don't want to hear anything." Tears stream from her furious eyes. "Jitendra, I know you still love me, and I still love you too." He gently places his hand on her shoulder. "Sonia, I remember nothing. I don't love anyone. Let go of me." Jitendra pulls her into a tight hug. "Jitendra, don't ever say leave again." "Sonia! Are you married, Jitendra? Who else could I marry but you? And are you married?" Sonia breaks down crying, her voice trembling as she shouts, "I'll never forgive you! You're a coward!" Meanwhile, Mr. Mukherjee quietly watches from outside, realizing that Jitendra is the one person who can soften his daughter's hard shell. Jitendra responds, "Tomorrow I will speak to your father. There's still time. I will take you away with me." Samrat, stepping in, "You two don't have to explain anything. I will talk to your parents and fix your wedding myself." Sonia hugs her father tightly. "Sonia, Papa," crying. "Samrat, he's not the coward. You are for hiding your love from your father." The next day, Samrat visits Jitendra's family and arranges their marriage. Soon after Sonia and Jitendra get married, 2 years later, Sonia becomes a mother to a beautiful daughter named Shree. But as time passes, Sonia and Jitendra both become too busy with their industries. They give very little time to Shree. Now 10 years old, Shree has spent her life mostly without her parents' presence. One day during a conversation, Sonia says, "I think this relationship is not working anymore. We should move on." Jitendra responds, "You're right. Let's separate. I'll proceed with the divorce paperwork, if you're okay with it." Shree plays alone in a park, her face showing both joy and loneliness as she swings watching other children with their parents. A week later, Sonia and Jitendra officially divorce. Cut to 1 month later, Sonia is helping Shree into a cab with a suitcase. Shree looks back at her mother's apartment expressionless. A month later, Sonia sends Shree to live with Jitendra as per the custody agreement. In Shree's mind, she wonders, whose home is this? Do I have one anymore? Sonia one day visits Shree. They talk in the living room. In her bedroom, Shree slowly opens a drawer, takes out a bottle of sleeping pills, and stares at it blankly. She opens the bottle and swallows them all silently. Jitendra finds her unconscious in her room and rushes her to the hospital. Soft hospital beep fades in as Shree slowly opens her eyes in a hospital bed, whispering to herself, "I'm still here, but for what?" Shree cries out, "Mummy, Papa, why don't you live together? Why can't I have both of you in one place like other children? Why does it hurt so much?" Hearing her pain, Jitendra and Sonia can't hold back their own tears. Later in the waiting room, Jitendra expresses, "We should remarry Sonia." Sonia responds, "We need to change our lifestyle. We work for our daughter. Shouldn't we be there for her too?" She continues, "We've done our duty as industrialists. Now it's time to do our duty as parents." Jitendra and Sonia sit together in the waiting room, their faces reflecting the gravity of their words, as time moves slowly around them. After Shree is discharged from the hospital, Sonia and Jitendra take an important step by registering their remarriage. Shree looks up at them with innocent eyes and asks, "Mummy, Papa, you'll never separate again, right?" With warm smiles, Sonia and Jitendra reassuringly reply, "Never, dear." In a moment full of affection, Jitendra lifts Shree in his arms, and together they joyfully proclaim, "We are a happy family."